Hey, welcome back to Bloodborne. So last episode, we were talking about Spider-Man.
Yes.
And this episode, we can always talk more about Spider-Man if you so desire.
Well, I mean, like, the whole thing with Spider-Man that just pisses me off is that they're not doing anything new with it. I bet you any money that it's gonna come out and it's gonna be the same kind of, like, fucking bullshit origin story kind of shit that they're doing.
Well, no, it's not an origin story because he's already established as Spider-Man in the universe.
I understand that, but it's gonna be, like, the same fucking type of shit that they tried to do with Amazing Spider-Man.
What do you mean?
They're gonna try and basically, like, reboot him as a, you know, different person, but he's gonna be the same fucking character as he always has been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, The Amazing Spider-Man started out as, like, an origin story or whatever, but, like, he was still the same Spider-Man that Tobey Maguire was.
Yeah.
So, the new guy, I can't even remember his name, that's how interested I am.
Tom Holland.
Whatever.
He is my personal favorite out of the three because the thing with Tobey Maguire was that he played a great Peter Parker, not necessarily the best Spider-Man. On the other hand, Andrew Garfield was a fantastic Spider-Man, but not necessarily the best Peter Parker because he was like a cool hipster dude who wasn't like a loser.
Yeah, but you know what? They were trying to make him different, but they didn't make him different.
Also, here's Alfred.
Oh, hey, Alfred.
We're meeting Alfred.
Oh, cool.
Here he is. Look at him.
But yeah, like, they tried to basically...
I could totally murder him right now.
Yeah, you could, but don't do it. But basically what they tried to do between Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield was make him into a new Spider-Man, but he wasn't. He was the same Spider-Man. They just tried to make him, like,
edgy,
more relatable, I guess, because of, like, today's youth.
Yeah.
And I hate using the word youth because I am only 24.
Oh, fire paper! Oh,
nice!
Oh!
But yeah, they tried to make him, like, more relatable, and I feel like they're gonna try and do the same thing with Tom, whatever the fuck his name is. But it's gonna end up being the same fucking Spider-Man, and I'm not gonna be happy with it.
Personally, in my opinion, because you know Spider-Man is my favorite superhero.
Yes.
Personally, Tom Holland is currently my favorite out of the three, just because I think he plays both roles perfectly. Unlike the other two, who were like half and half, depending on who they were playing. I just think he fits both roles pretty damn well. So he's personally my favorite right now. But that could easily change with Homecoming. Who knows? Maybe they'll portray him differently than I anticipate. Maybe they'll fuck it up somehow because... The reason the Spider-Man movies are so hit and miss is because it's not Marvel, it's Sony.
Yeah, that's the thing that I don't like about it, is that they just keep trying to, like... They recast him, but they just keep trying to reinvent him, but it's the same Spider-Man. It's just like, well, you know, the Tobey Maguire movies were back in the early 2000s, mid-2000s. Mm-hmm. It's now, you know, mid-2010s. We need to update Spider-Man's image, basically. That's all they did.
Yeah.
They just made him, like, a cool hipster because, you know, that was what was cool.
Hey, buddy.
So, like, they didn't... If you're gonna recast somebody and if you're gonna try and reboot a universe again and again, and you see it with, like...
Oh my god!
You see it with other movies, like, you see it with,
Holy shit, I kicked his ass! That was a werewolf, by the way.
Oh shit, nice.
I just fucking destroyed him.
But
anyway, continue.
You see it with, like, stuff like that Fantastic Four reboot. Like, it was just completely missed because they didn't do it. They had a great cast, and it should have been a good movie, but it wasn't. They didn't do anything different with it, and that's what I feel like Spider-Man is in a rut. They keep trying to reinvent him, and it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
I just think that the Fantastic Four movies are utter shit.
Well, yeah, the Fantastic Four movies were shit, but it was the same kind of thing. They tried to reboot it. They tried to, you know, freshen it up. They had popular actors in it. Like, it should have been a good movie, and it just wasn't because it was just, like, they completely missed the mark on it.
Did you see it?
I saw, like, maybe half of it. I couldn't sit through it.
I sat through the whole thing, and I highly regret my life choices.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, it should have been a good movie. They had Miles Teller. They had Kate Mara.
They had Michael B. Jordan.
Like, it should have been a good movie, and it should have been a good movie. Wasn't because they completely they didn't try anything different with it.
No, they didn't.
And that's what I feel Spider-Man's gotten into, is that they just keep trying to reinvent him, but they haven't done anything significant to his character or tried to introduce anything else. Like, if they had tried to What the fuck? You were just talking about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Fucking Donald Glover character.
I have no idea who he is.
No, I
in
know,
the movie.
but like we were just talking about
Miles
it,
Morales.
Yes. Okay, if they'd gone that direction, maybe
you would be saying something different.
I would be interested in it. I would want to see what I just feel like casting him over and over again as the same type of person is not what Spider-Man needs. I think it needs a complete reinvention, or taking something out of a storyline that hasn't been done yet and trying to do that.
Well, that's the thing too. Like you're saying that you want them to totally reinvent Spider-Man as a character, make him a little more diversified, give him a different background, maybe a different origin story, something like that, right?
Yeah, pull something else out of the comic universe and use that.
Here's the thing, and I was talking to Matt the other day, Legion Rex. You guys know him. He's been on the podcast. He's cool. No, him and I were talking the other day, and he said that he really wants to see a Spider-Verse movie.
Yes.
Like a movie that's comprised of a bunch of different Spider-Man from all the alternate comic universes, all together in one movie.
I think that would be awesome. Because that's what I mean.
By the way, welcome to Old Yarnum.
Ooh, Old Yarnum.
It's on fire.
See, that's the thing, is that Spider-Man, and it's the same for a lot of these characters, they have such a huge Marvel-verse story. There's so many different things going on with them, but for these movies like Spider-Man, they just keep choosing the same thing over and over again. Like the last 2 iterations have been the origin story. This one's supposed to be not an origin story because he's already established.
He's already established in the universe.
I don't feel like they're going to be taking anything from his different selves and incorporating it into it. It's just going to be like same Spider-Man we've been seeing for the last 2 decades. You know what I mean?
I can see your point there.
That's exactly what I was trying to get at. What Matt said. Like, if they incorporated something else from all these different Spider-Mans out there, because there's tons of them, I think they could really make something special with the reboot, but I don't know. I just don't have high hopes for it, and I probably should have higher hopes for it, but I just don't. Because of how it's been handled the last 2 times. You know what I mean?
I totally get your point, and I respect your opinion, even though it's wrong.
That's rude.
I have high hopes for it. I'll probably enjoy it for what it is.
Well, you're a super Spider-Man fan. I just
Yeah, I love Spider-Man.
I feel like I could be a really big Spider-Man fan. They just haven't showed me anything that makes me want to get into Spider-Man.
Yeah, I am...
in terms of MCU.
Yeah, I am a really big Spider-Man fan. Even though I wasn't too fond of the last iteration with the Amazing movies, because I still think that Amazing 2 is not a good movie. I still don't like that movie.
I thought it was better than the first one.
I respectfully disagree with you, sir.
Maybe I just liked Andrew Garfield too much. But, I don't know. I just feel like, in terms of MCU stuff, they just haven't...
They haven't given you a reason to care yet.
And I mean, he got introduced, and now he's, officially part of the MCU and whatever, but, I just don't feel like... Here's the thing, though. They're doing enough with him.
Even though he is now an official part of the MCU, and Marvel is actually working on his movies now, Sony still has their hand in it. Sony's still a part of it.
That's what I mean. I just don't feel like they've actually done enough with his character, and I don't know that... I just don't have a feeling that Marvel is going to be able to do enough with it, especially since Sony still has the license for it.
Yeah.
That it's going to make a significant difference in how he's portrayed and how the movies go. I don't know. We'll see.
Ow, fuck. Stop fucking me up.
I am excited, though, for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. There was a new teaser trailer.
A Super Bowl promo?
Super Bowl promo. It looks pretty fucking awesome.
I haven't seen the Super Bowl promo yet.
It basically just introduces all the characters that are going to be part of it.
But I did love the first Guardians movie, so...
Oh, it's probably my favorite.
My personal favorite is Winter Soldier. I fucking love Winter Soldier.
I loved Winter Soldier, but I just, like, I can get behind Guardians of the Galaxy because it's got, like, everything I want. It's got, like, a ragtag band of fucking, like, basically outlaws.
Yeah, they're outlaws. They're definitely outlaws.
Being,
Being
thrust into hero.
a galactic adventure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fun. I love all the characters. Like, their actors are great.
Yeah.
They do a good job with all the different characters. And...
You're watching a good movie when the final scene is a dance-off?
Well, yes. Yes, that was fucking fantastic.
What is this? Is this a shortcut?
Ooh, that's interesting.
I think I just found a shortcut.
Nice.
Because I don't know where this is. Oh, yeah, this is definitely a shortcut.
Oh, interesting. So, yeah, like, that's just my favorite MCU movie.
Yeah.
And I'm very...
I can totally see why it would be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I'm really into the Thor movies. I really like them. I think Chris Hemsworth does an amazing job as Thor.
I personally liked The Dark World more than the original Thor. Which is
that's an
really unpopular opinion. It's really unpopular.
I'm sorry.
Opinion.
I just don't think that The Dark World was nearly as good.
I liked The Dark World more because of the Thor-Loki interactions.
I did like that about it, but I felt like it was the weaker movie, just overall. I think that the relationship building they did between Thor and Loki and, like, just establishing that and the storyline that went along with it was great, but yeah. I just felt that overall it was a weaker movie. I still loved it, though. Yeah. I watched it at least 3 times. Don't judge me.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really like The Dark World. Which is a very unpopular opinion.
I'm looking forward to Ragnarok because I'm looking forward to the direction that they're gonna go with it.
Dude, it's gonna be like Thor, Hulk, space buddy comedy.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome.
And they said that like 90% of Hulk's screen time, he's going to be the Hulk.
Oh, so he's not gonna be like fucking little tiny Bruce Banner.
No, he's going to be Bruce Banner, but most of the time he will be Hulk.
Awesome.
There'll maybe be like a scene or two where he's Bruce Banner.
I feel like he hasn't been Hulk enough.
No, he has not.
Like, I feel like he's been nerdy scientist Bruce Banner way more than he's been Hulk.
Definitely.
And I'm missing that, like, Hulk thing. I don't even really like the Hulk that much.
I like the Hulk. I just don't like him in the MCU because they haven't really utilized him all that well.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't really like the Hulk, but I would like to see him used more. That is, actually kind of cool that you said that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to Ragnarok.
Everything's exploding. Holy crap, what?
I'm looking forward to Infinity War because they said that Thanos is going to be a main character.
I saw that. Yeah, I did see that.
I'm very excited for that because I want more Thanos.
There hasn't been enough Thanos.
No.
Even though he is basically the main villain of the MCU.
I know, but there hasn't been enough of him. I mean, we got a little bit of him at the end of Guardians.
We've been doing a lot of, like, Marvel talk the last few episodes. Here's what I want to see. Like,
okay.
Not what I want to see, but what I would be interested to see what they do with the MCU. Because since the beginning, they built up Thanos as, like, the main villain of the entire MCU, right?
Well, yeah, because of the
Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Trying to get all the stones.
Yeah, here's the thing. When they reach the end of the 3rd phase and they beat Thanos, where do they go with the MCU?
I don't know.
Where do they go from there? Because you've been spending the last 8+ years building up this universe where it's all going to come to a head and you fight this one guy. So where do they take it after that?
But if you think about it, there's so much more going on in the comic verse.
Oh god.
After Thanos and everything, after the Infinity War and everything, there's so many different directions that they could take it if they start basing it more like, you know what I mean? If they start drawing off of that material.
But I'm just curious to see what direction they take after Thanos.
Yeah, because there's so many different things that they can do, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to start reading more comics, I think.
Yeah, I don't read enough comics
because
in my life.
I just have a vague understanding of what the hell happens after Infinity War.
Yeah.
Woo! Well, in terms of the comic verse, I don't know about the cinematic universe.
Yeah. All right.
Who knows? Because they haven't actually introduced anybody else other than Thanos.
No, they haven't.
Thanos is the only villain.
Every other villain. Yeah, every other villain has just been leading up to him.
They fight a bunch of different people all the time.
Obviously,
but like. Yeah, they haven't really built anybody else up as, like, a huge baddie.
Yeah,
That
it's gonna
needs
be
to be, like-
it's gonna be interesting.
Everybody collaborates to fucking take him down.
But yeah, on the next episode, we're gonna continue through Old Yarnum and hopefully fuck this tower guy up.
Oh, yeah.
Ah! Oh god! Next time.